কোনটো বছৰত Chargola বা Muluk Cholo Exodus আমাৰ অসমত হৈছিল Muluk Cholo Exodus কোনটো সেক্টৰ অফ Colonial ভাৰতৰ লগত এছ'চিয়েট হৈ আছে 3 নম্বৰ কোৱেশ্চনটো হ'ল Chargola Exodus কোনটো ন্যাশনাল ফ্ৰীডম মুভমেন্টৰ সময়ত হৈছিল এই তিনটা কোৱেশ্চনৰ আনসাৰ তুমি এই ভিডিঅ'ত পাবা কিন্তু হেখৰলৈকে চোৱা এই কোৱেশ্চনৰ আনসাৰেই নহয় আমি বহুত কিছু এক্সপ্লেইন কৰিম এই ভিডিঅ'ত
It's past midnight, May 20th, 1921. The Chandpur Railway Station in Bengal. Can you hear it? The silence before the storm. 7,000 souls packed onto a platform that was never meant to hold them. They've walked for 17 days, through jungles, across fields, feet bleeding, bellies empty. But they made it. They believed the promise. Muluk Cholo, return to the homeland. Just one more night, and the steamer would come. Maharaj Gandhi would send it. But the British had other plans.
The boat never came. And সেইদিনাখন প্লেটফৰ্মত যি হ'ল that was India's most forgotten tragedies of the freedom struggle. আৰু সেইটো দিল্লীত নহয় কলকাতাতো নহয় হৈছিল আমাৰ অসমত বাগানৰ মাজত য'ত এই ৱৰ্কাৰ্ছখিনিক চিটিজেন হিচাপে নহয় প্ৰপাৰ্টি হিচাপে ট্ৰিট কৰা হৈছিল and this is the story of Chargola Exodus. It is supposedly the first organized rebellion by the tea garden slaves.
The kingdom of tea. Beautiful, but isolating. Let me take you back to a place so remote, so controlled, that it might as well have been another country. In 1919, politician N.C. Barradaloy called these tea estates what they really were, social enclaves. Listen to this. Nobody, not even the policeman, can enter this kingdom without the manager's permission. Imagine that. A place where the law stops, at the gate. These were the people brought from central India. Tribal communities promised that money grows on tea bushes. The reality? A bondage labor system, surveillance, beatings, debt that multiplied like a disease. By 1921, the world was gasping after the Great War. Tea prices collapsed, but the cost of living, it rose by 40%. Wages? Men earned 6, women earned 3. Nationalist leaders had a word for this: starvation wages. You couldn't live. You could only survive. Barely. May 1921. A meeting at Radabari, under the shade of a massive banyan tree. The British planters were called what they were: Satans. The non-cooperation movement, Gandhi's call to reject British rule, had finally reached the plantations. And then someone shouted it. 2 words that would change everything. Then a single voice, distant: Muluk Cholo, return to the motherland. It spread like wildfire. Muluk Cholo, Muluk Cholo, a war cry, a prayer, a promise.
But here's what's important. They believed Gandhiji would arrange for the transport. They believed that leaving the tea gardens was part of the freedom. But the British saw that in an entirely different way. They saw a labor force escaping, and for the tea empire, that was unacceptable.
May 3rd, 1921. The first 750 laborers walked off the Anipur tea estate. Cracked heels, blood on stones. Within days, 7,000 to 10,000 people were on the move. Feel it. The humidity pressing down like a wet blanket. The air so thick you could chew it. The sound of 10,000 feet on mud, on stone, on blistered skin that's forgotten what shoes feel like. They hadn't eaten in 3 days,
maybe 4. Time blurs when your stomach is eating itself. An elderly man stumbles. 2 younger men catch him, support him between them. The elderly leaned on the young. The young carried the children. The children carried nothing but hope.
From local strike to national crisis. 3,000 people stranded in what officials would later call grossly insanitary conditions. Days passed, then weeks. Cholera arrived, dysentery, death. The British government had a plan. An official report called it nefarious. Their own word. Refuse transport. Let them suffer. Let them be an example. Save the tea industry at all costs. But news travels, even when you try to bury it. Within days, the story reached Calcutta, then Bombay, then everywhere. Gandhi heard. So did C.R. Das, the Lion of Bengal.
The British wrote, the force used was not excessive. Dead body সেইদিনাখন সেই মানুহখিনিৰ মেঘনা নদীত বৈ গৈ আছিল। আৰু ব্ৰিটিছে লিখিছে নিজৰ পেপাৰত that the force used was not excessive.
Peaceful, unaware. They were sleeping. Mothers, children, old men, who'd walked 200 miles on bleeding feet. The Gorkha regiment, ordered to clear the station by force. They charged, bayonets fixed. No warning, no mercy, no humanity. And then, the pier. The only way to the boats, the only escape. Witnesses said it was removed, deliberately. Hundreds fell into the Meghna. Children, women, the elderly.
Chargola Exodus হৈছিলে 1921 and now it is 2026. 100 বছৰতকৈ বেছি পাৰ হৈ গ'ল কিন্তু চেঞ্জ কি হ'ল? একেই পভাৰ্টি, same dependency. অসমৰ literacy rate 72.19% কিন্তু গোটেই টি কমিউনিটিৰ literacy rate এতিয়াও 46% and that is one of the lowest in the entire region. আৰু এতিয়াও সেই গোটেই structure সেই protester ভয় নাখায়. They fear these people realizing their power. And this Chargola Exodus was not just about tea, it was about dignity. Chargola was about the entire community refusing to remain slaves. Muluk Cholo মানে অকল ঘৰলৈ ঘূৰি যোৱা নুবুজায়. Muluk Cholo মানে বুজায় যে আমি নিজকেই choose কৰিছোঁ. And maybe that is why it was buried. If this story moved you, please subscribe because the best way to honor the forgotten is to remember them. কোনটো yearতে Muluk Cholo or Chargola Exodus হৈছিল? The year was 1921. Date to মোক comment কৰি. Second question আছিল যে এই Exodus to Colonial Indiaৰ কোনটো sectorৰ লগত associate আছে? So the answer is tea sector. তুমি tea plantations ক'ব পাৰা. And third question to আছিল যে Chargola Exodus or সময়ত কোনটো national movement চলি আছিল and that was non-cooperation movement. Interestingly, this entire Exodus just remains a single paragraph in our history book. Into a Exodus, trade union movement of impetus disil. The Exodus remained forgotten. Our tar impact etiami labor laws or trade union laws buron dekhu. So see you in the next video.